Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rock from Spot coming at you with another installment of Building the Team. It's been a few weeks since we've done one of these, and in fact, it's actually been a couple weeks since the last time I played. You might be wondering about this big guy right here. We'll talk about him some other time. Anyway, so this week, it's gonna be the first. Well, technically, we're playing for the second kit, but the first of our Days of Future Past events. Days of Future Past is a basically kind of WizKids summer event of the year. It's kind of not all the player base is too happy about it, but anyway, so it is of course inspired by the X-Men story of the same name, and it's supposed to be divided up into 3 parts. We had apparently there were some issues getting the first OP kit, so we're starting with the second one, then the third one, and then the idea is that we can hopefully track down the first one on eBay or somewhere. So, what is the build? Well, the build is 500 points, must include a character with future and a character with past, or a character with both, as there are some that do. But so anyway, I opted to go with an X-Men team. Yeah, X-Men. So first off, let's talk about the required pieces. The future keyword, we've got Cable from the Deadpool and X-Force set. Honestly, Cable's a bad mamma jamma for 120 points. He has the New Mutants, 6-pack, X-Force, X-Men, as well as Armor, Future, and Soldier keywords. He also has the X-Force trait, which gives him stealth. He has improved movement, ignores hindering terrain, so that'll make running around and blasting people pretty easy. He's got 2 special powers listed on his card. The first one is on speed and called Body Slide. Cable can use Phasing Teleport. When he does and moves 5 squares or less, after action resolve, he may make a close or range attack. That's actually pretty cool. And there are no prerequisites like, oh, if, direct path or, yeah, whatever. Next, we've got, on defense, Techno-Organic Body and Telekinetic Shield. Cable can use Invulnerability. When he has less than 2 action tokens, he can use Energy Deflection. Basically, if he's got 1 or no action tokens, his defense against range attacks gets even better. After Body Slide, he's got Running Shot for a little bit, back to Body Slide, then Flurry for a little bit, then back to Body Slide. On attack, he's sporting Penetrating Psychic Blast, followed by Energy Explosion. Defense, he's got Techno-Organic Body and Telekinetic Shield, followed by Toughness, and then a click of Regen at the very end. Then on damage, this is where his dog is it's really fun. We've got 2 clicks of Probability Control, followed by 2 clicks of Range Combat Expert, followed by 2 clicks of Exploit Weakness, and a final click of Probability Control. So he's not bad is putting it very lightly. And you know what? I'd say he's worth every single one of those 120 points. Now we need someone with the past keyword. So, doing a little bit after digging through the X-Men and realizing that there's very, very few X-Men that actually have the past keyword. Like, seriously, the original 5 from the new set that have both the all-new X-Men and X-Men keywords don't have the past keyword. What the hell is that? And the all-new X-Men from Uncanny X-Men don't have the X-Men keyword except for Warren Worthington III, also known as Angel. Angel's 75 points. Brings the all-new X-Men, past, and X-Men keywords. He has the Time Locked trait. Opposing characters can't use probability control to reroll attacks made by or targeting this character. Basically, that's actually pretty sweet, as you've got, with each attack, you've got one shot, and that's it. Next, we got a special power on speed, Master Aerialist. Angel can use Charge. When he does, after action resolve, he can use Sidestep as a free action and automatically brace away when doing so. That's a little... The word is a bit funky, as Sidestep is a free action to begin with, but oh well. The next special power we got is on defense, Swift as a Falcon. Angel can use Energy Deflection and Super Senses. That's... we get... the rest of us, though, we got some Radar Charge. On attack, we've got Quake. After it switches to Falcon on defense, we've got Willpower. And on damage, after a few clicks, we've got Empower. So he takes a little bit of damage. He's going to be a good support piece for your close combat pieces. Alright. So, the two of them are 195 points. That leaves us with 305 points. So, now over the last few days I've actually been doing some thinking about this, mainly to streamline this a bit. And I'm also trying to figure out, okay, who to use. So, next up on the list, I wanted to make sure I had some Perplex. So, bring in, first off, Moira McTaggart. Moira McTaggart comes in at 25 points, has the X-Men keyword and the Scientist keyword. She has the Headmaster X-Men trait, which grants her leadership as well as Perplex. But Perplex can only target another friendly character with the X-Men keyword. I can include a student ID card on my force without adding its cost if I wish. I'm not going to. I don't really bother with ID. ID cards are one of those things that I think they look cool, but that's about it. And she's got Sidestep on speed, Willpower, and Outwit, which the Outwit, sadly, she clicks into as opposed to starting off with it. Next up, we've got Miss Kitty Pryde. Let's go look at her. Kitty clocks in at 50 points. Also has Headmaster All New X-Men, which does the same thing as Moira McTaggart's Headmaster X-Men trait. She also has on speed, for her first 3 clicks, a special power called Quick Through Here, phasing teleport, and stealth. Friendly characters can move through walls adjacent to Kitty Pryde. Then she clicks into just regular phasing. On attack, she's got Precision Strike for most of her dial. Defense, we've got Super Senses for most of her dial, followed by Willpower. And then at the tail end of her dial on damage, we've got Exploit Weakness. And at a whopping 50 points, she's actually that's pretty decent. All that, it's a good package for 50 points. So that puts us at 270 points, leaving us 230 points to go. So we're going to throw in Wolverine, because why not? This is the Days of Future Past Wolverine. Clocks in at a hefty 130 points. He's got the X-Men keyword. Trait-wise, he's got Healing Factor. He can use Regeneration. When he has 2 action tokens, he can use it for free. On speed, he has Berserker Barrage, allowing him to use Blaze Claw's Fangs, Charge, and Flurry. So, yeah, he could potentially put out quite a bit of damage right off the bat. And he clicks into Flurry and then later on Sidestep. On attack, he starts off with Precision Strike. So there's a good chance that he's going to get through Super Senses. And then after Precision Strike, he clicks into Adamantium Claws. He along with Cable have Indomitable, built-in willpower. On defense, Wolverine starts off with Combat Reflexes, which that'll help boost his already nice 17 defense, up close at least. That clicks into Toughness. Then on damage, he starts off with Empower and has that for a little bit, and that's all he has on his damage, on the damage portion of his dial. So that puts us at 400. Now, the question remains, what about those last 100 points? Well, one thought, and it's actually not a bad thought at all, is Dust. And at least I have the opportunity to use her. Dust pops in at 50 points. Has the Hellions and X-Men keywords. The X-Student trait. When she or an adjacent friendly character's attack roll includes exactly 1/5, modify one target's defense by -1. And she has this trait, Scouring Sands, which allows her to use Smoke Cloud for free, but only to place 4 markers. At the end of each opponent's turn, deal 1 damage to each opposing character occupying or adjacent to a Smoke Cloud marker placed by Dust. And she also has improved movement, ignores elevation and hindering terrain. On defense, she has the Swirling Sands special power. She has Super Senses. She modifies her defense by 1 for each adjacent Smoke Cloud marker placed by her. Then she's got some Sidestep on speed. That's a Precision Strike on attack. Late dial regen on defense, and that is it. Not really much of a she's more of an annoyance piece. I should know. I played against her. Then another. She like I said, she's 50 points. Then you've got Gateway. You guys can get a good look at Gateway there. So Gateway has the Generation X, Reavers, X-Force, and X-Men keywords. The trait Wormhole Walkabout. 8 passengers. Gateway may carry characters with Flight or Battle Fury if they share a keyword with him. When Gateway carries 2 or more characters after resolutions, end your action phase. So you begin the end of your turn. Then he's got Phasing Teleport on speed. Super Senses on defense. And Probability Control on damage. And he's 50 points, but he's not an attacker at all. In fact, his attack and damage values are both 0. The other thought was Havoc, and Polaris. So, what do Havoc and Polaris each bring to the table? They both have the X-Men keyword, as well as the all-new, all-different X-Men trait. Unique modifier. When this character is healed by the X-Men team ability, modifies combat values by +1 until your next turn. Okay, alright, that ain't bad. Havoc has the Plasma Discharge special power, allowing him to use Energy Explosion and Penetrating Psychic Blast. Then he's got Running Shot on his first click. Plasma Discharge on his first 2 clicks, followed up by regular Penetrating Psychic Blast on his last few clicks. Defense-wise, absorbing energy shield deflection for 3 clicks, followed by willpower, and that's his dial. His damage values are not too bad. A few 3s, some 2s, you know, not bad. And he comes in at 50 points. Polaris, like I said, she has X-Men and keyword, all over X-Men trait, and she has Magnetrix special as a special power on attack. Polaris can use telekinesis. When she uses it to make an object attack, increase the damage dealt by 1. Okay. Though to be perfectly honest, if I'm going to use her, she's going to be... Her telekinesis is going to be to put people into position as opposed to throwing objects at people. Late dial, she's on speed, she's got Force Blast. Late dial on attack, she's got telekinesis. She starts off with barrier on speed, or on defense. That goes into willpower. Then she also starts off with enhancement. So she can potentially make Havoc or Cable hit harder from a distance, from range, of course. While Wolverine could run up on someone, slice and dice, and then Angels can fly in, punch him, and if he's adjacent to Wolverine, hey, he gets an additional +1 to his damage. Okay, so Havoc and Polaris or Dust and Gateway? It's a tough decision. It's a very tough decision. I mean, it'd be nice to have the additional a secondary probability control, but the limited range. Decisions. Either way, it's two figures that I haven't gotten to play with yet. I think we're going to go with Havoc and Polaris. So, Cable, Wolverine, Angel, and that would be the team there. We got some hardcore range hitters, a hardcore up close hitter, the backup up close. And hell, I mean, Kitty Pryde can also do some. Can also get in up close. But she's more for. She's more of a support piece than anything. You know what? Let's try it this way. There. I can get a halfway decent look at them. There you go. Alrighty. Well, that's it for this time. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my social media and Patreon are going to be in the description box down below, as always. I'm going to aim to get the Predator 2 retro review up later on this week. Need to rewatch the movie and just take some notes and, you know, I think I'm also going to try and get up a review in the next week or so of Peppermint, the upcoming revenge action movie with Jennifer Garner. Anyway, I do believe that is all for today. This is Rock'n'Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.